Alright, I'm down to the point of pulling the last liner out. I got all the protrusion checked. We'll bring that over and we'll put connecting rod on and show you guys how that's done, I guess. So your liners you're going to be able to pull up by hand. You might have to have somebody go down below and push them just a little bit, but they should come out pretty easy. I'll push our piston up so we can get our wrist pin put in. Now these are marked on the pistons front. They got a mark right on the piston. Ugh. Well, best way I might not be able to show you, but anyway, I ain't gonna be able to show you that, but there is a front marked on the piston with an arrow. So my front's gonna be that direction. Connecting rod. It is marked out front. So you gotta make sure you line them up. Take our retainer ring off. Slide the wrist pin out. Get some assembly lube. Make sure you get her pushed all the way back in there. You want to make sure that you get your ring put back in and locked in place. Oh, see, double check I put that in backwards, so pop that back out. My front side needs to be that direction. And we got our connecting rod connected to our piston. So that is how that is done. We'll put our rod bearings in. There is that tang that I had told you in the previous video about. Line that up. And then there is that hole in the bearing. Which you will line that up to that hole there, is how that is how that will end up going. And then my cap, put a bearing in that. That one there does have a hole, but there is no hole that goes into the cap, because this bearing can go there and that one can go here. Make sure that that hole, when you get this bearing in, is open. Make sure it was set or built correctly and everything. You want to make sure that's open. And then this kit does include the new rod cap bolts in it. So that is number 6 done. Our line arrow rings in a in here a little paper that says, use following drawing for correct located of O-ring packing. Packing square cut black, install on liner, sealing, and landing, which would be this lip here. Orange O-ring that's in the kit goes in the top groove on the block, and black O-ring goes on the lower O-ring. But then they also put in their notes some models have only one groove, so discard the orange O-ring. So we will not be using the orange O-ring in this kit because we only have the one groove in our block. So when I go to put my O-rings on, I like to take just my standard pick here and then I run around bring my O-ring down to that surface. Just run it around, and you want to make sure that you did not roll it. You want that O-ring to be nice and flat all the way around there. The next O-ring will actually, the black O-ring, which is actually a rounded O-ring, not a square cut like that one is. This one will go in the block. So I gotta go and put all these in the block. It's the same thing. You don't have to use a pick or anything on them. You put them down in the groove that's in the block and just get them put in there. Make sure they're, you want to try to avoid from rolling them when you get them down in there. But They're pretty simple. So I guess I will go on to that now.